In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we're going to be talking about mending fences. No, we're not talking about the election or politics or Washington. We're literally talking about mending fences with the guys behind Fence Makeovers. That's just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Okay, we've all had that experience where you're driving through a neighborhood and you are seeing some fences that are really wonky. Well, joining me on the Jeff Crilley Show today, Robert Barnes and Robert Gonzalez, father-son team behind Fence Makeovers. And these guys really, they take an eyesore and turn it into a sight for sore eyes. Is that a good way to describe it?
Yes. Perfect.
All right, Dad, let's start with you. How did this all start?
It all started helping a friend fix his fence, and then it became profitable. And we're like, wow, we can do this part-time. We both had jobs. And we started doing this part-time, and part-time became full-time. We quit our jobs to do this, and it's been very successful.
You were telling me that your father actually would stain like a picnic table with car oil, right?
He comes from a farm.
Okay.
Down in Mexico, and every time every year or 2 years, they would put motor oil on top of the fences, not knowing that, or he knew that he was protecting the wood. Any wood that has oil,
yes,
the water will hit and beat off.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were growing up, we had picnic tables, and my dad used to be a carpenter. He had pots and this and that, and every time he changed oil, we used to put that oil on the picnic table and make it last longer, without knowing that later on I would be doing the same thing, but to fences.
Okay, and then let's bring in son Robert Barnes. You said to yourself, there is no way I'm ever going to go into the family business,
Yep.
And now you're in the family business.
Oh yeah, it just was one of those things. Dad said, "Come give it a shot and sell some fences," and I said, I really don't want to do that. That does not sound fun. But here I am 15 years later, still doing it.
Wow. Well, one of the things that you were telling me, Dad, is that everybody opts for, let's just build a new fence, and they don't have to. Some of these fences can be repaired.
Most fences, I'd say about 95% of fences, people think because the wood is old, gray, it's no good. Leaning posts, rails that are broken, that's what we do our best. We make your fence, save you thousands of dollars on just mending it.
Yes.
Putting new posts, new rails.
Well, seeing is believing. We're going to show a page from your website. It's the before-after page, and I was just blown away by some of these images as Travis kind of scrolls down. I mean, this is just beautiful. You wouldn't even know it's the same fence.
Correct. We can make them look totally different. It's been a good experience.
What kind of reaction do you get when you guys give somebody what appears to be a new fence?
Very good. One time in the city of Carrollton, hail damage came by. We fixed the fence. The city came and tried to give a city fine to one of the customers because he had not got a permit to build a new fence. When he never built a new fence, he only got a makeover.
That's a validation. You need to.
And that's a true story.
Get a testimonial on
Yes.
that one. Storm season. We know that when there's a storm, it can cause a lot of damage. Robert, you were telling me that your phone just goes crazy.
Yes, we get over two to 300 phone calls, and we're about sometimes a week or 2 weeks to come see you. We have over 30 appointments a day.
Wow.
And it gets to be really nice.
Okay, Robert Barnes, let's talk about people trying to do their own home repairs. You know, I see these, do-it-yourself shows, and they make it look easy, but I'm sure you've probably come in to fix somebody's fixer-upper.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The funny thing about that, I always tell customers, I don't know if that's just because customers see the do-it-yourself. I don't know if they see that and they go, oh, I could do that. But the big thing I always tell customers is, don't be scared to call us. Estimates are free. Just because I'm at your house doesn't mean you're going to book me and do the job. At least call me, let us come out, let us evaluate the fence. Because who knows, you may look at it, you might get my price and go, oh, I can do that every day. That's so much easier for me to let you do it than me to do it. So the big thing for me for customers is if you really are interested in doing it yourself, please at least get an estimate. Because you might actually find out having us do it, it's not thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars like you think it's going to be.
And it can be very expensive if they try to do it themselves the wrong way. You were telling me that power washers can destroy a fence.
Power washers can destroy a fence. It beats right off. You have splintering when you power wash a fence. People can write their names with a power washer. I mean, wow. It scars the wood, and if you don't stain it immediately, it opens the pores, and once the pores are open, it decays the wood a lot faster.
Yes.
So the mill cuts them really nice and smooth. You bring them home, you power wash them, and that ruins the integrity of the fence, making it last less time.
Yes, and you've built quite a reputation. I know that when the media needs to talk about fence repair, they come to you. We found a nice clip from Channel 8. Let's go ahead and roll that.
This is News 8 Daybreak in high definition.
Channel 8 Cynthia Vega is joining us live this morning from Carrollton with more on this story. Cynthia, good morning.
Good morning, Jackie. This homeowner behind me, one of the lucky ones, they were actually first in line to get their fence repaired. Take a look at it this morning. It looks just like new. But there are many other homeowners across North Texas still waiting just to get an estimate on their damage done to their fences during the last storms. In fact, fence repair companies tell me they can't remember the last time they were this busy in springtime due to storm damage. But they offer this advice for homeowners. They say consider this before you call for help.
See if you get a makeover before you think about getting a new fence. Most of the time we can come over here and do your repairs for about 10 to 15% of what a new fence will cost you. Save you thousands of dollars.
This family behind me was one of those first in line, lucky enough to call in the experts right away and get their fence fixed. 20 feet worth of damage, and as you can see this morning, it's good to go. Yesterday, in fact, repair crews were still out here resetting 4 posts and fixing 2 more, while also giving the entire fence a new stain. It's the typical post-storm repair job. The fence, though, in such good shape, it invited an unexpected call from city code inspectors.
They did not get a permit to build the new fence when they really never built the new fence. They only had a fence makeover. So, beware.
That's very cool. Let's talk about when it comes time to sell a house, because I know a lot of people think about the curb appeal. They think about the front yard, but if somebody's looking at a house and they go into the backyard and the fence, it just looks outdated, it can be a big turnoff.
Absolutely. For a few hundreds of dollars, we can make a fence look beautiful. Most jobs are about between $800 to stain a fence, and it gives it life. It looks new. Customers don't have to look at it. Is it good condition or not? They look like somebody cared about the fence. They care about the fence. So
I love it. Well, I can see why you guys are so successful. We're going to go ahead and put up the website to end this segment. FenceMakeovers.com is the website. Get a hold of this father and son team. They have a great deal of integrity and a great reputation in the community.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, thanks again. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.